Hello X, greetings from India. I would like to ask your help in identifying a troubling concern of mine, and in return I will be sharing my experience in the Western Ghats, southwest part of the country. There is something strange going on and I'm really afraid. Been living in an urban city my entire life. Have visited rural areas occasionally, nothing too long. 18 years old now. Shifted to a new city near the Western Ghats for studies. Living alone, a bit outside the city. Beautiful hills nearby, so I plan to take a short hike. Go alone one evening as I haven't made many friends. The route is straight through a village. Getting pretty dark. Got no supplies. Decide to turn back, I'd try again tomorrow morning. Trip wasn't complete waste as I was able to gauge the distance. Around 10 to 12 kilometers. In retrospect, I really should have asked someone to come along because I have a fainting syndrome. I'm definitely no /out. Wake up next morning. Pack bag with enough water and snacks. Walk through village. Road goes to another village. Whole sequence of small villages along the path. Hills in the horizon, not getting any closer. Misjudged distance. Misjudged my fucking stamina. Getting tired, taking frequent breaks. Sun is scorching. Sitting, observing surroundings. No fauna except domestic cows, goats, and chickens, very little flora. Sweating like a dick, but it's too late to turn back. Keep going, but everything is getting hazy. Almost noon, sun is blazing. Too tired to see where I'm going. Too tired to realize that this was poorly planned. Walking around lifelessly. Locals staring at me with a mixture of concern, perplexity, and distrust. Young children start following me around as a joke but keeping safe distance. Realize I probably looked like some foreign zombie. Begin to laugh out loud. Everyone rushes back into their houses. Keep walking and realize I'm at the foot of the hill now. Still got plenty of water, so I drink some. My energy returns to me. Find a trail up the hill. Steeper than I thought. On all fours. Pebbles and dust rumbling down my feet and hands. Make it up the shortest hill. Completely bare, only big dark rocks scattered around. See a temple at the top of the tallest hill. Nope, too far. Sit down, completely wet from sweat. Take off my shirt, shoes, and socks. Pretty hot, but there's a gentle breeze. Hear voices calling from below. Two guys rushing toward me with sticks. Locals. They just run up the slope without any effort. Put on my shirt, kinda scared as I watch them come. Guys catch up to me in no time. Speak different dialect, but we can understand each other a bit. They were concerned about me. Looking at me extremely suspiciously. I explained that I study nearby and had come for a trek. They recognize the place, calm down a bit. Still have the sticks though. I asked them why they rushed up. Avoiding direct answer, saying stuff I don't clearly understand. Something along the lines, people often come here and vanish. Ask them to explain. They run away from their homes and come here. I still don't understand what made them rush to me. Ask once again. We find corpses in these hills. There are no trees, so I see it's easy to find bodies. I come from a rather sheltered home, so it freaks me out. One guy points at dried lake behind the hill, dead bodies there. I want to go back but too tired. Sit down for a while with them. Become friendlier, offer snacks, but they won't touch it. The older one says I should go soon. Before it gets dark. Pick up a few cool rocks as souvenirs. Get up to leave. Younger one holds my arm. Points at a big field that I crossed while coming. Don't go there. Both staring at me as I go down the hill, take a new route back. Pretty long, but I make it back. This is when it starts, guys. There was definitely something off about those hills and the way those guys charged at me. Sleeping like a log since I was so tired. Got blanket covering me, wearing a t-shirt. Feel something cold hold my shoulder. It was on my skin. Immediately sit up on bed. I live alone in a room, doesn't have much, a bed, a table, a chair, a mirror, a cupboard, and an adjoining toilet. Surprise. Sit up in alert. There's nothing around but the skin still felt the memory of the touch. Try to go back to sleep. Succeed after while as I was deathly tired. Slept through dinner. Wake up the next day. Door is opened slightly. Go to close it. Maybe it hadn't shut properly. Remember what I had felt last evening, so I feel a little uneasy. Spend entire day with the sensation on my shoulder. Had tried to look at it multiple times but there was nothing. I'd like to point out that I had never been to X at this point. Forward to next week. Brushing my teeth. Glimpse something just flew, dart across the mirror. Turn back. Nothing there. Look around in room. Finish brushing quickly. Turn off lights and get into bed. Wake up abruptly in middle of the night. Sweating, shaking. The room is completely black but I can make out a darker silhouette on the wall. Not really humanoid but I couldn't tell. Flashlight from my mobile around the room. Nothing. This is pretty fucked up. Turn the light off, the figure is gone. Go back to sleep somehow. Wake up again. Can't move. Can't speak. I'm a fucking vegetable on my bed. Can't do anything. Terrified. Can sense something behind me. Just feeling worse and worse. Feels like it's growing as I get more and more scared. Almost pissing myself. Remains like this for an hour. Don't remember going back to sleep. Wake up at sunrise. Get out of the room ASAP. Waited for breakfast for a long time and then went to class. Told others in class about this. They dismiss it as a joke. I know what I felt but begin to question myself. Been having such experiences ever since. Found out about sleep paralysis. After couple of days I have the worst night of my life, including nights of being very ill. Wake up in the middle of the night. Can move around but can't dare to get up from the bed. Feel something in room. Turn to look at it. Immediately there is an intense buzzing in my head. It's like a fucking power drill or something but without the pain. Holding my head really tight. Dig my face into my pillow. Never felt anything like this. All I can think is that I'm dying tonight. Wriggling around violently, it's just getting worse and worse. There's something trying to communicate with me. I can't hear or see anything, it was like information was directly being transferred into my mind. I'm being possessed. At this point I just want whatever it is to take me. I'm almost begging it to be done with it. See this triangular image in my head, it was like a face or something. The image quickly disappeared from my memory, it was like how we forget dreams. I can't remember its details but it was like a burning triangle. Since those were the words I used to describe the image to myself. Again didn't remember falling asleep. Wake up all shaken, spend entire day away from others. I don't want to be around others, I just suddenly found it very difficult not to avoid others, it's the best I can explain the feeling. Feeling extremely fatigued and joyless all the time. Begin to wonder if this the doing of whatever the thing is, I was calling it a demon. Trying to separate me from the rest of the world so it's easier to get me. Got no idea what is happening but I'm in like a daze or something. Just thinking about what it could be. Few nights later. I feel the drilling sensation in my head again. Stops and changes into a different feeling. Suddenly a lot of information just gets transferred to me. I don't know what this is guys, one moment I had nothing and the next I just suddenly knew a lot of things. It's tough to put it down in words but I will try. So the things I was told, or whatever were something like. There are beings on a different plane of existence. Our mind is part of that plane. but our body is part of the physical plane. Those beings don't have a vessel in the physical plane. But somehow I had given one of them a vessel. I've never been fond of horror films and games, so I have been very sensitive to these things. I guess one way to put it is that once something penetrates a credibility threshold in me, I get really afraid. Still got no clue what to do about it. Don't know who to tell this to. I am finding interacting with people more and more difficult. Fortunately, year ends and I'm back at home, far away from this place. Feel far more comfortable here. Telling this story to younger brother in a joking manner. I expected him to dismiss it like the others. He gets extremely serious, very unlike him. Says I've been saying things in my sleep and just acting weird in general. So far I'm feeling fine here at home, but I'm dreading going back to study in September. What is this thing and what have I done to get it on me? Is it the rocks that I picked up on the hats? I didn't get them back home with me? What do I do?